It's time for MOM Markout Mania. Oh, it's time for MOM Markout Mania. Oh, it's time for MOM Markout Mania live this Saturday morning. It's time for MOM Markout Mania. Markout Mania live this Saturday morning. James, Zeus, and Pedro with special guest Zero. Markout Mania streaming on YouTube. It's our year-end special with comic book talk too. It's time for Markout Mania and a Merry Christmas to all of you.
All right, man. Meme it out like candy canes. All right, good song.
Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Markout Mania.
Yeah.
We've got this is our big year-end spectacular episode. It's our last episode of 2021, and as usual, we have James the Extract. Storno, how are you?
I am good, my friend. The final time we are live in 2021. I'm ready to get into it. Should be a good episode. Should be some shit going on today. Let's do it.
And I was hoping it would thunder or something, but Zeus is holding his wrath at the moment. It's the God of Thunder, Zeus King Dark. How are you?
Good.
And Hark, my God, from up north. He hasn't been here in quite some time, but our special guest, Zero. How are you?
Aloha, my feckless presence, and special aloha to my favorite retard, James.
Oh my God!
Damn.
What the hell?
We are starting off already. Here we go. Zero, you're my hero, you savage. Awesome.
And I'm your mom's hero too.
Nah. Nah.
James, like, don't you get her name out of
You
your
and my
mouth.
mom is like a whale trying to suck a Tic Tac. Get out of here.
Oh my God!
Oh shit.
Zero, it's good to have you on, brother.
The barbs are gonna fly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one today. It's good though. It's good because it's a holiday episode. It's the last time in 2021 anyone will hear us live. We got Brother Zero in the house. You know, moms are gonna be flying everywhere.
And this is why you guys bring me back to close out the year, because see, I save your show every time I'm here.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Hey,
See, James.
Hey, look,
James just plummets the interest, so I have to come and fix what he breaks.
Hey, in the chat
Fucking
room,
Zero's the Tony
much
Khan
like-
of podcast.
See, he breaks the show much like Luger breaks his
children.
ass, see?
Yo, hold on a moment. Let me give a shout out to Kyle Lee in the chat room. Hey, Kyle, how you doing?
Kyle Lee, what's going on, buddy?
I hope you're not getting this weather that I'm getting, because we're both from Texas. But yeah, y'all continue.
Apologies to Kyle beforehand. This is going to be a brutal show.
Brutal.
Says I'm sure.
Who loves you, Zero? Certainly not your mom, because she's
brutal in the same way Luger abuses James's rectum.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This is gonna get brutal early. It's like 2 minutes in the show. We're barely getting started. Here we go.
I'm like, how do I even put structure to this?
It's fucking damn Canadians. First Bret Hart, now this.
Here to party in 50 degrees and bitter wind. Yeah, see, us Texans.
I miss 50-degree weather.
Zeus will be back. Just for everyone, he will return.
Zeus went back.
Zeus will return.
He was Zero.
He went back to Mount Olympus.
He went back to Mount Olympus. I actually miss 50-degree weather, Kyle. I fucking like 50-degree weather. Here in Orlando, it's gonna be 86 today in December, which is brutal.
Zeus.
Yo.
Yo.
There we go. Something
Okay.
happened.
you're
I
back.
couldn't hear myself.
So hey, amigos,
sir.
since we're all here gathered for a year-end special, a Merry Christmas to all the listeners out there. Well, we'll repeat that because we won't be around for Christmas. Because a week from today is fucking Christmas. Can you believe that? But
Yep, and then New Year's.
yeah, I know. But what was I gonna say? Do y'all want to talk about stuff from wrestling this week before we talk about year-end stuff and before we talk about comics, or
let's get the wrestling out of the way.
Okay, so let's go back to last weekend. Did any of you watch the Ring of Honor final battle?
No, I didn't
no.
get a chance to yet.
No.
Zero?
Some of it, not all of it.
Up to my ass, and I haven't watched any wrestling.
I was in and out with it.
What all did you see, Zero?
The tag match, the main event.
FTR beat up the Briscoes. That was it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then what? EC3 and Braun showed up.
Yeah.
That's about all I remember from the show, except for the talking portions, Punk, Bryan, and that stuff. So
I hear it wasn't that. I hear it wasn't that memorable a show, even though Jay Lethal won the world title, right?
No,
Gresham.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Gresham, Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
I did like the image of everyone out at the end, though. I thought that was cool.
I watched the show, not live. I watched it. Don't worry how I watched it, but I watched it some way. It was. It was a show, but there really was no great right. There was no great match. There was a moment in the Shane Taylor Kenny King a street fight, or what was it? Fight
without honor.
The bridge, but railing and the ring apron, and they both got on it off standing on this. Kenny King was getting.
Pedro, is it me or do you keep going in and out?
He keeps going in and out.
Okay. That weather in Texas. Hello, Pedro?
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all just continue. I can't.
Yeah.
If I'm going in and out,
it's your hamstring
Keep
again.
going in and out. I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just go on.
You got to feed the hamsters on the internet wheel, buddy. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Zero about how you have everybody at the end was outside by the ringside and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. The big news was FDR attacking the Briscoes, so I thought that was okay. I
forgot Deonna Purrazzo showed up too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I thought it was all right. I saw bits and pieces too. I didn't catch anything, crazy, but it was there. It was all right. It was nice to see Jonathan Gresham as world champ, so it was cool.
They tried to treat it as a final show, but it didn't feel like a final show.
Right. Well, it's all up in the air, bro. If it's going to come back, the way it looks, I don't know. But people are leaving. People are signing with other companies. People are going to disappear. who knows what's going to happen to the tape library?
They're basically going to be a PWG, is what they're coming back as, basically.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh well, I was gonna say Shane Taylor and Kenny King were on this ladder that was bridged between the ring.
Yeah, so they had guys holding them up.
Yeah, and so Kenny King was getting the better of Shane Taylor, And Kenny King goes, "You will always be my bitch." And then Shane Taylor like headbutts just the life out of Kenny King. It was like so stiff. And that's his response to being told, "You will always be my bitch." So he headbutts the life out of Kenny King and then package pile driver on the ladder. That was the best moment of the show for me.
That's the best package power driver, man. He gives, man. He's awesome.
Well, I mean, he's such a big dude. You
Oh,
know?
Shane Taylor's fucking ridiculous, man.
I mean, I saw it was him and
Didn't you see him live, Zeus?
yeah, it was him and somebody against Gresham and Cobb at that New Japan show in Charlotte.
James, did you not see him?
I don't think I've seen him live. I don't think I've seen.
He was at the show I went to in January of 2019. So
I don't know if he was at that Ring of Honor show that I went to, or if he wasn't wrestling.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I don't remember that night. Oh, you know, like all I remember is the halitosis chick on my face.
She was featured in that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know. She was standing right in front of me.
But
no,
I'm saying
in pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view.
Yeah. She was actually featured in the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they made a point to go to her several times during that tag title match.
God, who does she blow?
Taven, probably.
Drum again.
Poor guy.
Yeah. NXT was weak this week. I wasn't impressed.
What happened?
It just NXT is just becoming, you know, again, it's been ruined by Vince and his ego. I don't, you know, I get what they're trying to do, but it's, you know, but Vince doesn't want wrestlers anymore. He wants to make wrestlers. So, like, you know, you're getting all these
doesn't
people
want wrestling. He just wants people.
Yeah. He wants a look. He wants a certain look, you know, and it's just not translating well in the ring. You know, I mean, you got some guys with some serious talent. Like, you know, you have Carmelo. He's amazing and stuff like that. But, you know, the other people, I don't know, man.
Because they're firing all the actual talent that can help the green talent, like, improve.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know,
but they don't want that. They don't want them to be wrestlers. They want them to be sports entertainers from the get-go.
Yeah. And, you know, I've said it before, and you know what? I'll say it again. Vince's ego has become a detriment to this business. It truly has. Because he had a desirable product, a watchable product. He had a product that made so much noise that he actually became its own brand.
Well, you know, that's what happens when it wasn't his idea.
Right. Absolutely right.
If it's not my idea, kill it.
Yeah.
Going head to head with AEW gave him all the reason to change it the way he did.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's stupid to think that your third brand is holding its own against, you know, this new fucking super popular
piece of shit
that's going on, and you know, but you want to, you know, you're you know, pissy about it or whatever. Like, come on.
And that's the thing, when people shit on NXT because they didn't beat AEW, but when you look at it, that version of NXT overachieved. Because just think about this. They managed to stay pretty dead even with AEW.
Right.
But they never got any advertisement or promotion across any of the other shows. They were
and you know what? Own. And that's like that's the, you know, it's like how TNN treated ECW.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what baffles me. It's like people say it as a failure, but no, it overachieved. They got no promotion and still stayed head with AEW.
I agree, Zero. And you know what? I've always said it. And you know what? Me and Pedro both agree that the minute it went to USA, it was going to turn to shit because It was perfect on the WWE network. They had it right it was streamlined. It was almost perfect on the WWE network. The minute it went to NXT, it went to USA, yeah, and they put it up against AEW, it became something that it wasn't.
Now I can't completely agree on because when it went to USA, it had. I'm not saying it was perfect, but it improved because on the network, the weekly show didn't mean anything.
Oh, it did though. They
It
built.
did, Zero. No,
It
it did.
It
No,
was
man.
all about going to. It was all about takeover. No one.
Yeah, they built up the takeover.
Yeah,
like,
but nobody was talking about the weekly show though.
But the weekly shows were building to the takeovers. They had
and the takeovers were amazing in itself.
The takeovers.
Yeah, and the takeover quality stayed when they went to USA. At least I think they did.
No. It was a drop off in performance.
Going to 2 hours allowed them to integrate more people and like. Let me use Keith Lee as an example. What was he doing before the move to USA Network?
That's a good question.
Yeah, he wasn't featured prominently. No, I'll give you that, Zero. Yeah, it gave them opportunities like that. I totally agree with that. But the product overall suffered because it became more entertainment and less wrestling when it was all about the wrestling before. It was all about the in-ring action and the crowd participation. And the crowd at Full Sail was just as much as into it as it was. I thought it was great.
Let me put it like each has its benefits and negatives.
I agree.
I thought when it went to USA, the weekly show started to mean more, and more people got more chances.
Hey James, did you ever let 30 people break in line in front of you at an NXT show?
Never.
Oh,
never.
Hey, James. So I was looking at the Ring of Honor stuff.
Yeah.
Shane Taylor was not at your show, so you didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he was at my show, but so he wasn't at yours. I just assumed he was at your show.
I got Jim. Yeah, but I got Roosh, so
Yeah, and you got Mayu. You got Mayu.
I got your girlfriend. Yeah, so
and you got Zack Sabre Jr.
Yep,
right.
I got Gumby, and you know what? I actually got to tell Gumby to call him Gumby to his face, so that was good.
And the belt destruction angle, you got.
I saw the belt destruction. Yeah.
Speaking of Mayu, anyone see what she did in Stardom last night?
Yeah, that belt. Yeah,
that ladder spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Did you see Kaguma? How do you say her name? Kaguma's ladder spot. Zero.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you gotta see that one.
Yeah, she jumped off the damn ladder out to the floor,
high in the air. Yeah,
that's insane.
I didn't see the Momo twist coming down.
I'll get into this real briefly. So I wondered what they were gonna do. Like, it was obvious Starlight Kid wasn't going to go to Queen's Quest and she wasn't going to lose her mask because they've got too much invested in her. I mean, they kind of telegraphed that. They put her in she's at Wrestle Kingdom. She's part of that match. So they weren't going to remove her mask and all this stuff. And she's like been the center of so many threads and angles that are going on. Can y'all hear me? Or
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
We're listening intently.
Oh, okay. So she's like the center of all these like angles, not just her own angles. Like, she's involved in a bunch of different ones. She, like, ever since they gave her the ball with this Oedo Tai thing, she's just like running with it. Like, she's just she's just exploding, like, in terms of as a character. And so it was obvious she wasn't gonna lose. So it was like, well, so Momo's just gonna be a loser again. Was what it was looking like. But they found a way where she's not just a loser. She has her own agency to change, right? So it's like you get presented with the problem. Starlight Kid can't lose. Momo has to go. Oedo Tai, Konami's leaving. we need someone to take that spot, and also we may need to build someone up to job to either Utami or Shuri in the title match next year.
Hmm.
Who can we put? It's like, Momo, of course, but how can we do it without making her lose face for that spot? It's like, oh, she'll just turn on Queen's Quest. And some people don't remember, how did she get in Queen's Quest? Do you remember, Zero?
EO.
No,
it was either the draft or EO recruited her, I believe.
she turned on Mayu to join Io and Hazuki.
Okay.
She turned on Mayu because she was teaming with Mayu, and she turned on her.
Hmm.
So
basically, Momo is being that undercover bitch this entire time.
No, I'm just saying it's one to call back to she joined the stable by turning on someone like in the past, and then it's also the story is everyone's been kind of passing her up in Queen's Quest, even though she was the leader, right? But she's like third or fourth banana anyways in the stable, so
yeah, pretty much like she's the leader, but everyone else is more important than her. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good way to do that. What they were going to do.
Actually, speaking of turning,
I am interested to see. I'm interested to see what Kairi Hojo does when she comes back, because I think she's coming back to Stardom.
Yeah, she'll be coming back. What were you saying, James?
No, I didn't mean to interrupt the Stardom.
Go for it.
Actually recap, but speaking of turning, like anybody watched, anybody see SmackDown last night?
No,
I saw some highlights, but go ahead.
Yeah, finally Roman Reigns turned on Paul Heyman, gave him the Superman punch. Brock Lesnar comes in, that basically to saves the day. So, after 4 weeks of everybody waiting for it to happen, it finally happened. So we'll see how they build up the story from here.
You want to? Bet?
Who's the face, James?
Brock Lesnar's the face, so automatically Heyman's going to be the face, because he was standing there. He was standing there. Heyman was standing there holding the Universal title, and Robert, and then here comes Roman Reigns, goes, "I love you, thank you for giving me 40 years to my family, and you're fired." So he fired him first, and he gives him a Superman punch. So now Heyman's going to be the face, I'm assuming.
Zero, what were you trying to say?
I'm gonna say, if you know WWE storytelling, you want to bet that Heyman doesn't actually go against Roman, not yet, because they're going to stretch this out. So he'll cost Brock the title at day one just to strengthen his bond with Roman. Roman trusts him again, only to then stretch it to Mania. Heyman will then officially turn on Roman.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, hopefully the storyline is good. I mean, I have Raw in the background on Monday. That sucked too. I mean, it's just sliding downhill. Actually, both shows actually sliding downhill. But actually, I wanted to get into something real quick, as I actually watched an AEW match on Wednesday. Ain't that right, Pedro?
Yes, we both did.
Yes, we did.
Now, let me preface this. I watched some AEW on Tuesday.
Oh, you did?
I saw some of the YouTube show because Marina Shafir, you remember her from NXT? She was part of the MMA 4 Horsewomen.
That's Roderick Strong's wife.
Yeah, Roderick Strong's wife.
Yeah.
So she was debuting on there, and then Josh Woods, who's the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, was debuting. So I wanted to see it, and then I watched the Joshi tag match and the Angelico squash. Besides
Angelico, who's that?
Some scrawny fucker, but
anyone know if Jack Evans is still alive? That guy was not in a good
Jack Evans is in a bad place right now.
He's in a Mexican jail. That's where he is.
Brutal.
Let's not color it. Let's not
Yeah.
rose color.
His tweets sounded like he had the cartel on him, like or something.
Yeah, he basically.
He's filming the new Narcos.
Yeah. Tony Khan, the great TK, is gonna bust him out. Real fast on that YouTube stuff, the Dark Show, whatever the fuck names are. Marina Shafir versus Botchlander, the Chris Statlander. Okay, so that match won. James, Marina Shafir was so much better here than she was in NXT, and I
really,
mean, yeah. But it was frustrating because she was like doing all this catch wrestling stuff and doing like all these cool things, and then the Chris Statlander's like all botchy and doing like goofy shit, but booping her on the nose and just doing stupid shit, and then you'd have to go back to Shafir doing like this cool looking stuff, and it looked snug and tight and good, and then she has to sell for stuff, and then they made her tap out to Botchlander. They made her tap out to this shitty, worthless garbage thing. But I was legit surprised. I was like, is Roderick Strong working with his wife? Because
could be.
I don't recall her being this good in NXT when she was in NXT.
I mean, unless she was under. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Well, isn't she an MMA fighter or was an MMA fighter?
I know she was part of that Ronda Rousey group at one time, and I don't know. So.
Josh Woods, that guy he just jobbed. It was just a paint by numbers thing. He jobbed to what's that dude? Sean Spears. AEW's Barry Windham. I'm joking.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say Sean Spears. Barry Windham the same fucking.
Holy shit. There you go. You're going to get some thunder thrown your way.
I know.
So that's Zeus's button. Ah.
Yeah.
That and the Stan Lee Jack Kirby stuff. But
yeah. Don't go there, please.
It was just what was weird was the crowd was dead for all the stuff I saw except for that match. Sean Spears squashing Josh Woods, they were like up for it, and the commentators were up for it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's just a squash match. It's just a paint by numbers squash match,
which is sad.
And real fast, the Joshi tag, it was Riho and Ryo Mizunami versus Mei Suruga and Emi Sakura. That wasn't bad, actually. It was all right. Was kind of interesting to see Riho and Mei Suruga doing like routines and sequences that Emi Sakura and Kaoru Yoneyama used to do like 10 or 12 years ago against each other, like seeing it again, like through Emi students. But yeah, James. So I saw that shit before Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. And that must have just got you going for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday.
Well, so let me explain why I watched Dynamite on Wednesday. I watched because I suddenly had access to Hulu Live, and I wanted to see how it works. And like I was busy Tuesday night or whatever, so it was like, okay, let me see how it works. So let's check this out because I knew they were gonna have Bryan Danielson versus Adam Page match. So it's like, well, I didn't know they were gonna open the show with it, but
it actually made sense opening a show with that match. You notice that? That actually made sense. I was like, wow, they're making sense.
They did the first people like, this is unheard of, and I'm like, look, the UFC they did their very first show on the Fox network was just going to be Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos, and they ended up putting in more matches in after that, but that's how they led the show. It was originally just going to be that one fight. So I don't. I don't have a problem with them doing that.
No, if it's done right, it can work. If it's done right, and in this case, it was actually done right, so it actually worked.
So you want to talk about the match, James?
Yeah, let's talk about the match. Adam Page against Bryan Danielson. It was. I'm gonna say I was engrossed. I was into it. It was a good match. AEW was doing something right for a change. The fans were into it. I was into it. I dig the hour. Now, there's going to be a lot of people saying, yeah, but you can't have an hour time limit draw. It worked for that particular match. I'm not a fan of the draws, but for that particular match, and it worked. Now it will. Now, what they have to do is have everything come to fruition. I actually play it off right at the end. But as far as the match goes, I thought it was good. I thought it was very good. I was thoroughly entertained. I have no issues with the match. It was good stuff.
Shout out in the chat room to Stephen Lux, AEW, the home of professional wrestling.
Lord Lux, baby.
That's your boy, James.
That's my boy. Yeah, he's in here for a reason.
Okay, so I'll say this: the match was really good. That's me. We know how much I dislike AEW.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But I despise this fucking shit promotion. Like if you said, Pedro, fantasy book AEW, my fantasy booking is, they collapsed and they closed. So that would be my fantasy. Damn. But this match was really good, and Daniel Bryan, you know what? Daniel Bryan is phonetically so much nicer to say than Bryan Danielson. I'm just gonna say Daniel Bryan. Bryan was phenomenal in this match.
Yes, he was.
He really made the match. He kind of led Page through the match to where Page just had to input his cowboy shit and just do a few things.
I mean, that's what you want from somebody like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
You remember when we talked about the Punk Darby match?
Vaguely.
From that pay-per-view? You remember I was saying because Punk got so much more out of Darby than we had seen anyone else get, right? And we were like, oh, this gives us hope that these guys can do something with these people. Well, this match was like the better example of that, almost like, I know Page is a better hand than Darby, but I'm just saying, like, here's Daniel Bryan leading these kids through a thing, and you're like, oh, this turned out so good. I mean, it was a legit, really good match. I wish, James, you said you had the sound off, right?
Yeah, I can't listen to fucking Excalibur or Taz or I have an old issue. Yeah, the fucking Taz is like an annoying gnat around my ear.
Yeah.
But just like shoe fly don't bother me. It's not Attitude Era Jim Ross. I'm not interested, but only because he's phoned it in. Okay. Tony Schiavone's best days were the NWA, and Excalibur just plain fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the commentary on, and the commentary drove me up the wall. It was so bad, but I ignored it because the match was so good, but the commentary was awful. And
I thought the match was very good, man. It was some good stuff,
Yeah. Props to AEW. They did not saddle this match with that fucking attention whore, Ref Aubrey. Thank you for not putting that fucking attention whore on this match. I don't know who the referee was, but he was fine. I mean,
Was it Rick Knox?
No, it wasn't Rick Knox. It was someone else.
You don't like jazz hands in the middle of your match?
Yeah,
Tony, the hell out of here.
Zero, did you see any of this? The Danielson Page match?
The clips of it, I didn't watch the entire thing. From what I saw, Page go through a table, and he was bleeding and things like that. That's about it. So
Jim Ross has all my respect, Stephen Lux. He does, but he just never should have stepped foot in AEW. That's
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean I mean he's just he's doing the best he can, you know. But he's been through so much here. I mean,
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta, you know what? I'm done. That's it. It's over.
that's what I'm
You know?
saying. I mean, but that,
Yeah,
I mean,
I said the same shit about Rey Mysterio. I said the same shit about a lot of people. Hey, it's over.
AEW needs Jim Ross a lot more than Jim Ross needs AEW.
Jim Ross, it's obvious he does not enjoy the product he's calling off.
He's phoning it in.
But I mean, it's
Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna address that in a moment. You're talking about what
Go ahead.
said. Yeah. Okay. So Lord Lux, yes, Aubrey Edwards, the best almost 3 count in the game. Fuck no. How's that? No.
You know,
you are
okay.
wrong.
Aubrey Edwards and the jazz hands, brutal.
Dance poses, tension whore, etc., etc. Fuck off, Ref Aubrey.
Fuck, her and A-Rod should get together.
But
listen, speaking of AEW, okay, I'm gonna say this. It was a good match. It was good. I appreciate what they were doing. They actually did something that was okay. You know, is AEW ever going to reach that upper echelon? In my opinion, I don't think so. It can. Hopefully it does, because it's always good for the sport of professional wrestling. You know, I would like these companies to succeed. The MLWs, the AEWs, the NWAs of the world. Okay, I am not a cultist. This is not tribalism. I am a professional wrestling fan, Stephen Lux. I'm not a fan of bullshit. Okay,
the best sprint from the back.
Lux killing me. That's awesome.
She has the best dance pose of all referees.
Yeah, but you know, I have a bit of a news. I have a bit of a news flash right now. I didn't really find this out until yesterday, but it looks like I know what my first show is going to be in 2022.
Oh,
it's already been decided to me, and I'm going to a show in 2022. My very first one. Yeah. So Jim House live will be in Orlando, as my first show back is AEW Revolution, the pay-per-view.
You got tickets?
I'm going. We got tickets. AEW pay-per-view is going to be my first show. Can you imagine me going to an AEW pay-per-view?
Oh God!
Period. Going to an AEW show.
James,
now,
you're gonna have to make some signs, you know, pushing the show, because you know everybody that goes, they hawk their own or somebody else's podcast.
Now, this was not my decision. This was made for me.
No, don't bullshit us.
I'm not bullshitting you. I kid you not. I kid you not.
Nobody's gonna go to your head.
Somebody took it upon themselves to say, "Don't be surprised if I end up in Orlando to watch AEW and 2 tickets in hand." So I'm like, "Yeah, bullshit." And then Friday, I got shown a post where 2 tickets were purchased for the AEW pay-per-view. So Lord Lux took it upon himself to purchase 2 tickets. Thank you very much. I'm grateful, by the way. And I'm going to go to an AEW show. Of course, I'm not wearing any of their bullshit merch. I'm going to boo the fuck out of the Bucks. I'm going to talk so much shit. Okay, I am wearing either Lucha Underground or fucking New Japan gear, because I refuse to wear anything that has to do with AEW. Okay, and I will tell anybody who's willing to listen that AEW sucks. So it should be a fun night, interesting.
You won't find many people willing to listen to that.
Hey, I know.
Hey, Zero, can you read what Lord Lux wrote up here?
Well, why I gotta read that?
Lord Lux said,
got
tickets. The guy was licking his fingers and touching his nips when I told him.
He was doing the Bayou guy from
He demanded the floor as
the
well.
Water Boy.
I gotta give Lord Lux his props. He got us 4 seats, so that's a good thing.
Oh,
you
so
know?
you might appear on camera?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Wow.
I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going to an AEW show.
James
So
is joining the cult.
no. No, it ain't gonna happen.
He's joining
But
the
now I do have to watch some AEW because I don't want to walk into the pay-per-view actually not knowing what's going on. So it's like a double-edged sword. You know?
Zeus, watch where you're throwing your thunderbolts here. God.
Hey, it's just that's residual from the Sean Spears. That's on you, buddy.
Well, hey, while we're talking AEW, let's get back to this show real fast because I want to bring up a thing here.
Yeah.
So they opened Dynamite with the 60-minute match. It was a really good match. It's up there. It's between it and the Cody Dustin match.
I love that match. The Cody Dustin was awesome. Come on. What?
It's
Isn't it Brian Dudley? What? Wait, hold on, Pedro. Is it Daniel Bryan, Hangman Page, the best match in the past 25 years in the entire history of professional wrestling?
Ginkgo Arn thinks though, but yeah. So to me, there's only been 3 legit good matches in AEW so far. There was the Dustin Cody match. There was the Omega Page versus Bucks match, and then this match. And I might prefer this match the most of those 3. But you open the show with this match, and then you know how you follow it? Garbage. What's that smell? Dookie. You follow it with hot garbage.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I couldn't even watch afterwards. I don't like there was some promo and some crap match. I was like, well, okay, that's it. Change the channel. I'm done.
All right. Well, let's move on from the crap because we do have
Oh, we do have other stuff to talk about. Yeah. Okay.
We didn't bring Zero Cool on here for his expertise in AEW.
Yes, we brought Zero.
Nor his mom.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
James and Luger. all them gurgling sounds.
We brought Zero here for comics and also for year-end talk. It's time for us to talk about the year-end.
But question about before we move on from the wrestling portion, though. I know you guys are.
Yeah. What's up?
Everyone's expectations for Aztec Underground, since that's going to be like
pretty low.
January.
Pretty low.
They're very low.
I am hoping for something good, Zero. I really am. I don't know if we're going to get it because nothing compares to Lucha
low
Underground.
expectations.
Yeah, you got to go into it with low expectations, but at the same time, you got to give it a shot.
What are your expectations?
I'm not expecting anything, great, but I hope it's,
when they bring out Matanza, and he immediately unmasks and shows the world that he's Jeff Cobb underneath. I'm sorry, but that's
that kind of fucked up.
Oh, that pissed me off. Well, what pissed me off more is that they brought back Matanza the following show.
Oh my god!
Like it was just Matanza.
She had the mask back on. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know any y'all.
Well, maybe they decide to, because I mean it's premiering next month, right?
January 6th. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they're going to edit it, where he doesn't unmask, because that was stupid as fuck.
I agree, it was.
Zero, what are your expectations for Azteca Underground?
I'd rather watch AEW at this point, quite frankly.
Oh
shit!
You're
not.
That's my expectations, because the amount of bullshit they've tried to write with fitting in Lucha Underground is maddeningly stupid.
I'm gonna watch it.
Like they did this entire expose on Cesar Duran Dario,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, Jesus fuck.
Hey.
Because there's so many bad plot holes. I get they can't touch on everything. You can't fit everything, but the way they're trying to weave in and out is so mind-numbingly stupid. Because they're like, just so many things. Like they're like, oh, this is the night the temple fell, but for some odd reason, Katrina is alive and well. Like it's stupid things like that. Like.
Do y'all remember recently we were on the air and I looked at the website, the MLW website, and we were reading through the profiles, and like the English and grammar were all fucked up.
Like it had been translated from Spanish, somebody in Spanish.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're
somebody
doing.
wrote it out in Spanish and then they just put it in a Google Translate.
Fucking Stephen Lux.
Oh, dang.
Much like our friendship, low expectations. Enjoy the rest of the Virgin Hour, gentlemen. Toodles.
Oh my God.
Idiot.
Damn.
Although I will
Damn.
say it's nice having Katrina and Mill back together. At least there's that. So.
I saw what's the name of the actress who plays Katrina?
Carly Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures of her recently where she had like short hair.
Yeah.
That'll be
well, you know what? Let's just hope it's good. Let's just hope it's good. Anyway, year-end awards. What was it? 2021, the year-end stuff, right? All the best movies, the best everything, right?
Yeah, we get into we talk about our favorite wrestlers, favorite matches, favorite this and that, favorite movies, favorite TV shows, favorite whatever. How y'all what do y'all want to start on? What do you want to start with? Go with it. One of you, speak up. Anyone. Zeus, you started. Go.
I mean, I guess the best parts of the year for me were, I'd say Desperado winning the IWGP Junior Belt. That was my favorite match so far. I mean, for a three-way match, that wasn't bad, and to finally and I mean, I really thought ELP was going to win that. I just thought that they were going to pass on Despy again, and I didn't think Bushi was going to win it, and ELP was riding off that momentum where he'd won his second Super J Cup, and so and then they ripped Despy's mask off, and he went to the back, and I was like, well, I'm like, this is it. I'm like, this. I mean, this feels like a Bischoff here,
Yeah.
No, he came back and he hit the Guitarra, Del Angel, and won the match. And so that was one of my favorite things this year. The stuff, I mean, I probably watched more New Japan this year than anything. And I enjoyed Shingo winning. I enjoyed Ospreay winning. Of course the Techers. They definitely.
Those are your boys.
Yeah, they've been my favorite tag team this year again. And I think they just, they work so well together, and and then of course my main man, Keiji Muto, the Great Muto, wins the GHC crown, as well as the tag team titles at the ripe young age of 59. So, you really got to put him, as one of the absolute top Japanese wrestlers of all time, no doubt. I mean, if you got him 2 or 3, I understand it. Like if you've got him up there with, with Baba and Inoki, you know, because they did so much promotion wise, you know, but that's just, that's I'll accept that.
No, I mean you can't argue with that, Zeus. I mean, you know, everybody was hyped for Moose opening that Noah strap. You know,
There was a lot of the younger people didn't like it.
you know,
I'm telling you, on my timeline,
yeah.
there's a lot of young people. These, you know, like 20-year-olds, they didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
But you know, they're uncultured, you know, fuckwits. So
There you go. You go.
It's like if you don't understand how all the people that you do say that you do like that are in Noah that were influenced by Muda, you know, growing up, you know, you're shitting on them too, you fucking nerds.
Well, that's why people need to know their wrestling history. You know, that's why it's important for these young idiots to say, oh, well, when you know they say this is the best thing ever. No, you have to learn your history. That everything leads up to something. You know, and you know.
If you have John
who
Cena
don't
on your Mount
understand Muda,
Rushmore, if you have John Cena on your Mount Rushmore, then there's a problem.
yeah, there's a problem. Absolutely. I mean, if you can't understand the contributions of the great Muda, then there's something wrong. I mean, you're not learning. You just turned on your TV yesterday, literally. So I don't, you know, I get that. You know? As far as wrestling for me, nothing really. It's hard because there's, you know, I don't know if anything really stood out. You know, I can tell you the thing I was most excited for had nothing to do with wrestling, but the thing that actually made my 2021 was the Snyder Cut.
No,
I loved it. You know,
I
loved it.
Oh, the Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, James
You
was.
I still haven't watched that.
Yeah, I mean, I was all in. You know,
Neither have I, Zeus.
yeah, I know. I'm the only idiot that's watched it, but it's okay.
Zero, did you see the Snyder Cut?
Oh yeah, I watched it with a friend. Yeah.
Did you like it, Zero?
I'll put it like this: it's an improvement.
Yes.
But fuck Snyder's obsession with slow motion.
Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with it. Yeah.
Fuck all that bullshit in that movie. Like
every 30 seconds
like
is a slow motion montage.
That Aquaman scene. What the fuck was that? With the choir of women or whatever singing him into the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I didn't say it was perfect. I was just excited for it.
You know, Aquaman, I enjoyed that the first time I saw it in the theater, because I think Momoa did such a great job, but there was so much stupid shit in there that, like, when I went back to watch it a second time, it's just like, oh my God, it's like I was so wrapped up in some of the other things, you know, it's like, you know,
if I had my way, I'd recast Momoa as Lobo.
Oh boy, would he be a fun Lobo, man?
Yeah.
He would
That's
look the part.
He should be. He makes a fine Aquaman, but I think he's meant to play Lobo. I think.
No argument there. I was just happy because they finally put Darkseid, you know, front and center. You know, we actually got a live action Darkseid. You know, Jack. You know, we're actually starting to see Jack Kirby's fourth war. You know, new gods come to life. You know, I was excited for that. You know, because you know they never would have did this shit. They never would have put any of the new gods on. You know. So
well, I mean, you know, he'd been, you know, Darkseid was, you know, he was the main villain when they brought back the superpowers, you know, Justice League in the 80s, and you know, and they brought Kirby in and helped him out with, you know, make some more money and, you know, let him do the toy designs and you know, so you know, and you know they put Desaad and
Yeah.
you know the parademons and the mother boxes, and you know they put so much stuff in there that was Kirby, you know, and it is great to see you know him being recognized once again. And you know, like I said, you know, he's the only comic book creator who has characters and concepts and things in the MCU and the DCEU.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As far as wrestling goes for me, I mean, it was nice to finally see Big E win a championship, you know? And, you know, I enjoyed Bobby Lashley's heel run. I thought it was amazing. Anything to take him away from Lana, you know? So, and, you know, and the only thing I really want right now, as far as wrestling goes, I want to see Okada win at Wrestle Kingdom this year.
I
He
think you're
has
going
to
to see
win.
that.
Yeah,
think
I
you're
mean,
gonna
he
see
has to. And and fucking throw down that stupid piece of shit Transformer belt and raise up the belt that he's currently has in his hand.
Well, he's going to
know?
have to do if he does it, he's going to have to do it 2 nights in a row because he's got Osprey. If he
Yeah.
win, whoever wins got Osprey. So
Even in the night 3 of Wrestle Kingdom, him and Muta are gonna come face to face.
yeah, it's and Tanahashi, right?
Yeah.
Okada and Tanahashi against Muta and so that should be interesting because
Yeah.
Muta and Tanahashi haven't faced each other since like what 2009.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a long while, yeah. But that's been my 29th. You know, that's been my year in review. I mean, you know, and you know.
Well, there is something you're leaving out, James. You were way excited for Raquel Gonzalez to win the NXT Women's title.
Yes, I was. That happened so far. I totally forgot, Pedro. Thank you for reminding me. You're right. I was heavily into Raquel Gonzalez. You know, I think she's put in some excellent matches. She's grown as a performer. Sure.
Oh, you know what else was good this year was 150 plus episodes of Markout Mania.
Yeah, how about that?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
Pedro paying Zeus under the table for that one.
Yeah, right. Even Zero's mom had a Markout Mania T-shirt on, so it was all good that day.
Speaking of marking out, Luger on James's face, by the way.
No. Is
marking his full name.
No. Zero. What 2021 in wrestling? What are your takeaways, your favorite moments, your this and that of 2021 in wrestling?
As far as mainstream wrestling goes, it completely shit the bed for most of the
year.
Damn. What the light positives again? Katrina and Mill back together. That's a positive for me.
That works.
Hit Row for when they were around the short bit.
I loved Hit Row, Zero.
Yeah.
I loved Hit Row. They were awesome.
Even that annoying dollar bill dude.
Yeah. He sucked, but he absolutely sucked, but he fit the group.
The best thing he did was take that insane bump through the wall or whatever it was in NXT.
Yeah.
He just ran.
The worst thing he did was talk shit about Sonny Ono.
Yeah.
His ass.
The other positive, I like watching Tam in Stardom.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite in Stardom?
It's either Utami or Tam. Well, probably Tam would edge her out a little.
Oh man,
Tam.
I just like watching her. So.
You and I'm
positive, even though they haven't done shit with her for the majority of the year. So
yeah. You and I might butt heads about Utami, but
I think the bust of 2021 have to go to the way WWE handled Karrion Kross. That's got to be the biggest bust of 2021. As soon as he got promoted to the main roster,
I almost forgot that was. I almost had
Here's
that wiped
the-
from my memory.
Here's a demolition outfit that got thrown away in
Yeah.
1987. Why don't you try this on?
Yeah.
I like how
I got this from Smash.
I like Legado del Fantasma pretty much. Like
They did that right. Yeah. I do like that. Yeah.
But they seem to have lost a lot of their direction, kind of, haven't they?
yeah, because I think they're gonna turn Santos face. I think they're gonna break him away from the group. I think at least it looks like that's where they're going with it.
I mean,
Well, you know what else was a highlight for me in 2021? All the Walter Ilya Dragunov matches.
well, I mean, you could just say Walter, man. I mean, he had good
Yeah.
matches with like everyone
Yeah.
when he had matches.
Right. Yeah. All sudden he's disappeared again.
Him and Ciampa had a good match. Him and Rampage Brown had a good match. Him and
That was a
Aiden
good
had
match,
a good match. We're just waiting for him to become the submarine commander that Zeus.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hunt for
It's the Hunt
Walter-
for Red October live on
Red
WWE TV.
Waltober.
Yeah.
Also, Impact's Russell House 2 was funny. I actually found that funny. So,
Oh my god!
but the only reason I mentioned.
The only thing funny about Impact is when fucking Matt Cardona hit Chelsea Green over the head this past.
It's because
That was funny.
I like Decay, so that's it.
You like who?
Decay.
Decay in Impact, Rosemary, Black Taurus, and those.
Yeah.
That lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward back to Aztec Underrepresented. Black Taurus and Mill teaming up should be.
Oh
The
yeah.
thing is, the thing for me with Impact is I like so many of those people that are in.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the presentation of Impact and the way that they do stories.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Impact just looked cheap for like the longest time. Like,
I wish I could say it was just presentation that held Impact back, though. If you actually,
I mean, presentation and the stories.
Actually, who has a smaller ring, Impact or MLW? Jesus.
Okay,
I'm
Zeus,
telling you.
sit down and watch like just the next episode of Impact, and I'm going to guarantee you the wrestling will be shit.
I'm just saying, I like the
wrestling will be
people.
shit.
I like those guys. I like the
What
the thing-
happens?
the thing
What
with the
happens
visuals-
what happens when they get like when they're like, oh, it's time to do Impact? They're like, let's do a bad job. I don't know what happens. Like, what happens with these people?
Well, it's kind of like AAA. It's okay. Let's do Lucha Libre. All right. 15 minutes of punching and kicking each other and eye gouging, and then we're going to get a roll up to win.
Zero, what were you saying
The
about
least
that?
Lucha Libre in a Lucha Libre fucking federation I've ever fucking seen.
Zero, what were you saying about Impact's presentation?
Yeah, I just want to say about presentation between that and MLW. Like at least MLW has the excuse of not being backed by a billionaire company.
Yeah.
Impact does, and they look cheap as hell.
That was the thing with Ring of Honor too.
They somehow look cheaper.
Yeah, but Ring of Honor
this
could back it up with
than
the shit in
they
the
did
ring.
under Dixie Carter somehow.
See, the thing about Ring of Honor is you gave a pass on the presentation of them because the ring work was
the
was
wrestling
really good.
could be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Impact. Well, Zeus, you're saying Impact has these people you like.
Yeah.
We can say this about every wrestling company. You say take WWE, their main roster, right? Take main roster WWE. Take AEW. Take Impact. If you look at the rosters, you're like, these should be excellent shows. We should be getting great shows from all these companies, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
But we don't. I don't know what the thing is.
Well, that's all booking and creative.
Oh, and the other positive, Tyler's back in AAA. That's another positive. So,
Who?
Taya?
Tyler back in AAA.
Oh yeah. I mean,
who's
she,
got? Not for nothing, but who looks more different than the original versions of themselves? Is it Taya or is it fucking Natalia?
Oh, Natty right now.
Natalia.
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit! That picture you showed us. Holy shit!
Natty looks like 2.0 Mandy Rose.
Oh my god!
but like I said too. I mean, there's a lot of eye makeup going on there.
Yeah,
too.
a lot of that shit. Yeah,
And it sometimes, and I think that they, some of these people are using filters and things, and I think it's like,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
it's a little face warpy.
Oh, and,
no,
like,
but I saw her on SmackDown last night doing a promo, and it looked pretty much like what I said in the picture. Yeah.
Hey, Carol Welch, you
of
are
Natty,
hot.
In case you guys never checked up on it, you should check out her YouTube channel. She does things with her sister.
Yeah.
I'll pass
they're
on
wacky.
that. Yeah, I'll pass on that. I already see things with your mom. I don't need to see it with Natalie.
Just like Luger sees the back of your throat, huh?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I pass on that channel, man. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah.
It was funny the first time I saw it. It really
I clicked on it by mistake because I thought it was going to be, her and I haven't seen TJ in a long time, so hopefully they have them working out in the ring or something. And boy, was I wrong.
The way her and her sister interact, they're close in a very Alabama kind of way.
Yeah, we know it's very interesting.
Like,
I mean, they're half sisters, right? But
oh my god! Come scrub my back.
Hey, by the way, there's a comment in our chat room. Don't give it too much attention. I just want to point out, if you see these weird comments,
yeah, it's a bot.
Yeah, it's some weird bot thing. So just
it's a bot.
So,
can't you kick them?
You think I know how to do that kind of stuff? What are you?
I don't want to be your friend. You are evil mutants.
Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, wow.
Look at that. Learn something new every day. Well, Zeus is in school right now, so he's telling.
Thank you, Zeus. I learned.
He's not only famous, he's a scholar.
2021 wrestling. I think when I think about it, my favorite match this year was Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne from Takeover.
Oh, that was an excellent match.
Because it was just so different from everything else we got this year.
They never left the ring.
They never left the ring. Everything happened in the ring. No dives, no fighting outside, nothing.
Tommy Gunn only fights in the ring.
It was all between the ropes, and it was all limb work. What's it called? Pete Dunne took out Finn Balor's arms and hands. Finn Balor took out Pete Dunne's legs, and it just came down to who can, legs versus arms, right? Basically,
yeah. It was an excellent match. Excellent match.
You know what? I think one of the most absolute fun nights of wrestling this year was watching Showcase of Champions with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I had a good time watching that.
That was a lot of fun.
To be able to for anything short of us guys getting to go to a show together someday.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping we can recreate some of this magic during Wrestle Kingdom if it's possible.
Yeah.
No, we'll see.
I won't have school, so
no.
We don't go back till the 12th of January.
But yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Zeus.
I mean, there are other good matches this year, of course. I really like that Shingo Tanahashi match from January.
Oh yeah, for the
Never, the Never title match. I really like that one a lot. But
the Never's had some good, Jay White and Jay White.
Speaking of Jay White, Zeus, how come he's not booked for Wrestle Kingdom?
I don't know. There's a lot of guys that are in strong right now. Rocky and Finjuice, and there's a lot of people in strong right now. So I don't know, what they're doing and why, but
women's wrestling I want to talk about real fast. My favorite women's wrestler this year was Starlight Kid.
yeah.
She was just so, like, at the beginning of the year, she was such a compelling babyface. The stuff she was doing was so great. And then she loses. There's that match where she gets taken by Oedo Tai. And the way they worked her, finally, she doesn't turn on Mayu, technically. Like, everyone else kind of betrays Mayu. Starlight Kid does it a little differently. Like, she rejects Mayu in the end because Mayu wins her back. But this is after weeks or whatever of Starlight Kid seeing Mayu having fun with these other people, and so she's like, "Oh, I thought we were like sisters, and here you are having fun with all these people and smiling and stuff and all this kind of stuff, and I'm here being stuck with these heels and bullshit." And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna, I reject you. I'm gonna move past you and stuff." And she went from there, and she just has just been so compelling. She's been so good at the character stuff. I'm not saying she's been the best wrestler, the women's wrestler in the world. I'm saying she's been the most compelling female character in all women's wrestling.
No, I hear that because because you know me, I think the best wrestler for me, if we want to talk about women, was hands down the big Raquel Gonzalez. I think the most improved wrestler, even though I'm not a fan of her, but she definitely turned it around, has to be Mandy Rose.
Oh yeah, Mandy Rose improved a lot.
Yeah,
in every aspect of what she was doing.
Mm-hmm. But I'm a huge Raquel Gonzalez fan. I hope she doesn't go to the main roster because she'll just get lost, aka Rhea Ripley. So,
I mean the best in-ring talent, or who had the best in-ring stuff this year, women's rise to me, it's Chihiro Hashimoto from Sendai Girls. That's my opinion. The most overrated match of 2021 is that fucking 45-minute bullshit between Utami and Shuri.
I thought you was gonna say the Lucha Brothers FTR cage match.
No, this was 45 minutes of modern wrestling tropes in a loop. And then they're like, "Oh, this is the best women's match that's ever existed." It's like, fuck you. That's fuck right off into the cliff, into the lava. It was just an endless loop of modern wrestling tropes that drove me up the wall. It was such a frustrating match. They just did a bunch of nothing. And the thing with Utami's whole title reign has been just like, she's mechanically very good in the ring, right? She got a great look. She's mechanically very good, but she doesn't have that ring leadership. She can't lead a match. She needs people to lead her to a match. Her best matches are when it's like Jungle, it's Momo, it's Mayu. It's people who can lead her to a good match. When she's the one who has to lead, it just becomes like, they just go through some stuff. It's just an average match.
The only thing I'm upset about 2021 as far as women's wrestling go is how the hell does Thunder Rosa not have a world championship in 2021?
She's in AEW. Man, we could get into some of that stuff about that, but I'd save that for off the air because we'd have to get into some spicy, what Bean and I would call spicy conversation.
Spicy conversations.
But Chihiro Hashimoto, she's had the best matches in women's wrestling wise this year, and it's a shame more people haven't watched that stuff from the Sendai Girls, especially the Gaia-ism main event. If you haven't seen the Gaia-ism main event, it's just out of this world, and the way it builds masterfully to like the finish is just like, oh my god, like why is everyone was ignoring this? It happened the same weekend as that modern wrestling 45-minute bullshit loop. I was like, oh man. Anyways, that's the wrestling talk. What about movies? Because Zero, I know you had a lot to say. You wanted to say a lot about movies for 2021.
Yeah, no. Well, most of what I watched was didn't go to theater. Definitely. The worst standout of the year is probably Mortal Kombat. Fuck that piece of shit movie.
That was brutal, man. The first 10 minutes was awesome, and then it was bait and switch.
Exactly. That's the truth.
There was so much expectation off of that, and then it just shits the bed.
That was pure pee-pee caca.
Kong vs. Godzilla, I liked. I really enjoyed the hell out of that one.
But that was a fun movie.
It was, that's what I was going to say. It was fun, but it wasn't.
It was.
I mean, it was a sequel to the last one. That's for sure.
In my opinion, it was what you should expect out of such a movie. Just two kaijus beating the shit out of each other.
Right. You to grab your popcorn and enjoy.
But they did Kong dirty in that movie, though. I'm sorry. They put him through some shit. Like, that monkey just wanted to stay in his home and scratch his ass. That's all he wanted to do.
Fuck Godzilla. Fuck Kong. Team Godzilla.
Oh, I was for Godzilla, but they still did Kong dirty in that movie.
Yeah,
Right?
Well, they have to have storyline for the sequel, or if there's a sequel, or God knows what they're gonna do. Who knows?
But he did have my favorite kill when he killed that woman in the ship and the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, that was cool.
He just crushes her in his fist.
Yeah.
Oh, and they made Mecha Godzilla completely OP as shit in that movie. Like, he just stomps Godzilla like it ain't nothing. But another movie I liked was Last Night in Soho, the Edgar Wright movie.
Yes, that was a good movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Is it on any?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it on any of the streaming services, or
it should be now, I believe. I'll watch anything with Anya Taylor-Joy, basically. So,
I don't know who that is.
Well, she played Magic in New Mutants. She was the blonde.
I didn't watch that, so.
Nobody watched New Mutants, really? It wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. It wasn't, honestly.
I like. Okay. It's if you take it for what it is, it's not bad. You're right, Zero.
It was not as bad as everyone.
No,
tried
if you
to make
take it
out
for what
to
it
be.
is, it's not bad. If you start comparing it to the source material, it's
Yes,
bad. But
yes.
if you don't compare it to the source material, it's not bad.
Yes, and also I'd say it's the no wait. Okay, not counting Deadpool. It's the third best Fox movie in the Marvel movies they've done. The third best, I'd say. Third, fourth best, behind X-Men 2 and the two Deadpool movies. Yeah, that's it. That's how not bad it is. That's my saving grace for it. That's me paying a major compliment that no one else will pay it.
When is the X-Men breaking into the MCU?
Oh, I don't know. Well, X-Men, what? The X-Men animated series is what, 2023?
Yeah, it's coming back, man. X-Men 9.
Oh.
So that's when you'll probably start seeing them pop up around that time.
Yeah.
Gotta create that synergy. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess nobody
Godzilla
liked the
for a
Eternals.
second.
I haven't seen it yet. So
I wanted to see if I could send Pedro this for a second. And hopefully it gets through the home. Hold on.
What is it on? You sending it to me on Facebook or?
I was trying to see if it doesn't look like I can send it.
Yeah,
But anyways, if I can't say anything.
oh,
Basically, Power
yeah.
Rangers. It's gonna be Godzilla versus the Power Rangers.
On
Oh
comic.
yeah. We saw that the ad for that.
We lost James, by the way.
Oh no.
Here he is.
I'm
James.
sorry. Hello.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Zero's mom sat on my lap and knocked me out.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Damn.
And Luger fell into his rectal cavity. So
Oh my god.
so everyone's getting lost inside of James right now. So.
Oh my god.
But as far as any other movie this year, Copland, kind of fly under the radar type of movie. I thought it was fun. Not Copland, sorry, Cop Shop, like with Gerard Butler and.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking the Sylvester Stallone movie.
I know.
Yeah.
He said Copland. I was like, you're about 10 years too late, buddy.
Copland coming to a theater near you, along with Cliffhanger
Remastered.
Remaster cliffhanger.
in 4K.
Director's cut.
Tucker, you reluctant bastard.
Snyder cut.
The Snyder.
Snyder cut.
They got all these slow motion scenes.
Snyder cut of Demolition Man.
Oh,
I just watched that the other day, Demolition Man. I was
Yeah.
flicking through the channels and it popped on, so I had to leave it. I had to leave it.
It's so good. I mean, it's
It
like
it is.
it's so prophetic. I can't. You know, I watch it all the time. I mean, I watch
That's
it like
exactly what it is. It's pretty much a documentary of what we live in now.
yeah, because I mean, you know that Walmart, Walgreens use the Be Well thing. You know the Scott Peterson's on he's frozen in the crowd prison.
Yeah.
But it's like that. They got a guy named Scott Peterson in there, and that's just mind-boggling.
After watching that movie, I wanted to throw on a suit and go to Taco Bell.
All restaurants are Taco Bell.
Yeah.
The Schwarzenegger Library.
Yeah.
The Schwarzenegger Presidential Library.
Yep.
Became president.
I wanted to get a rat burger.
For movies predicting the future, keep your eye on Idiocracy and how that will play out.
Terry Crews is gonna run the country. He's better than who's currently running it.
Well,
Well, we won't go there. We won't go.
I don't know where. How? Oh my God! God bless it, people.
Sorry, I slipped on that one.
And how do we get another bot in the chat room? What the hell? Why are bots attracted to Markel Mania?
They love you, Pedro.
Why?
Your reach is growing. That's
my tiny reach is growing.
That wouldn't even sound right.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Self-deprecation.
As far as there was a movie called Princess. I believe it's Princess Yakuza. I watched.
Oh.
A foreign film, a really gory martial arts movie. That I highly recommend. Really good though. So.
Cool. I mean, I've been getting into a lot of TV shows actually more than movies. Like I've been watching Gomorrah. It's like a gritty Italian mob movie. All you do is think about The Sopranos, but you ace the jokes and the bad puns. It's really dark and gritty. It's good. I actually love the Disney Plus stuff. I was actually digging the What If series. I thought that was fun animation. Especially when they did the Marvel Zombies, it was kind of cool.
Let me shut down Black Widow for a second, please. Just fuck that movie.
Yeah, that movie was.
All the MCU movies, that is the biggest pile of shit they put out. Worse than Iron Man 3 or movies like that. Because my problem with movies like that is when you make females badasses, I hate that they come out pristine. they come out looking pretty. Like shit doesn't really happen to them.
Yeah, but that's on both ends.
No, but
It
there
doesn't
was
matter what
movies
gender Marvel uses. It's the same formula for every movie. So
yeah, but I'm talking about specifically when you make a movie about a badass female in the lead. They don't really get hurt. And that's an issue. Like, have you ever seen Ava?
not everybody
Have
could
you
be
ever seen
Ripley.
Ava? The movie Ava? Anybody?
Yeah.
I forget who that stars, but
Is that the red-haired chick from Jurassic World?
yeah.
Yeah.
That movie,
Jessica Chastain.
she was far too perfect in that movie.
Oh no, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Like not a hair out of place. But the antithesis to that movie that I enjoyed was Kate. And that starred Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I thought that movie was so good as an antithesis to the Black Widows and Ava. Because she gets fucked up in that movie. Shot, stabbed, and she doesn't heal. She gets fucked up. And I was like, this is what a female lead in a movie about a badass female, quote unquote, should be.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the demographic that Marvel is shooting for. Zero. Okay,
Yeah, but
as much as they want to do it like that, as much as it would make sense,
it's
you know,
not
they're
it's about like storytelling. If
they're not going to make that type of movie for the masses. It's because that's what it's Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney, and that's what sucks about that movie. Largely is that she's not vulnerable at all in that movie.
Yeah. Now our only hope for Disney is that they're coming out with the whole separate movie company. I think it's called 20th Century Pictures or some shit like that. It's going to be more.
Isn't that just Fox? That's just Fox, isn't it? 20th Century. That's just Fox.
There is no more Fox. Fox got brought up by Disney.
Yeah, but the 20th Century is just
all the Fox movies. Yeah, but Disney creating a company based. It's called 20th Century Studios or some shit like that. Whoa. Where it's under the Disney umbrella, but it's more adult-oriented themes. Like rated R.
But that's what they did with Miramax. That's what they do with
Miramax. Like more stuff like that.
That's what they do with Miramax, though.
Yeah, but look what happened to Miramax.
Miramax just put out Cop Shop.
Yeah, but look what happens to the leaders of Miramax. Hello.
Creepy.
Isn't Miramax still under Disney anyways?
No.
I thought Miramax was created by Disney.
No.
You sure?
At one time it was, and then it got taken over by Weinstein, and look what happened.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Miramax was Harvey Weinstein and his brother. Harvey Weinstein and his brother's company was Miramax.
The company was founded by the brothers Bob and Harvey Weinstein in
there you go.
New York in 1979.
Oh, wow.
And then Disney era is June 1930th. Miramax was purchased for $60 million by Walt Disney Company. Then Disney closed the sale of Miramax to Film Yard Holdings in 2010. And now Viacom CBS owns Miramax.
Okay.
So CBS owns him. I don't know why I said it like that.
But the movie I'm looking forward to next year is Nick Cage playing Nick Cage. The trailer just dropped for that one.
I heard about that. I want to see that.
It's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or something like that.
Oh, my God.
I still want to see Nick Cage as Superman.
Hey, Pedro, y'all want to see a sneak peek?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Pedro, can you make my thing the only?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so here we go.
Oh, nice.
That looks nice. Look at that. You fucking nailed it, Zeus.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Nailed it, man.
Yeah.
Yo, look at that background. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a photo I got from Unsplash. It's a Shibuya station, and I used it for another project, and I dropped it back in there. But
That's nice. That looks hot, man. Remind me of it. Yeah, I wanted to comment on that post that you did about fucking people saying that they didn't understand the Akira and you had to read the manga. I thought that's total bullshit.
yeah, that's just people just saying it's like somebody said that somewhere, and people they're just repeating it,
Yeah.
because you hear people say the exact same fucking thing.
I saw the movie before I read the manga.
Same here.
Yeah,
And,
same here.
but I think there is a bit of a generational thing where there is a lot of people who read the manga before they saw the movie now. Like, I think it switched the other way as time has passed. But
Well, I mean, you couldn't find a manga in 1980
yeah, I
or
know.
1990.
I know. But I'm saying, like, now, like, you fast forward to the present day, I think there are a lot of young people who read the manga first, then
Yeah,
saw
but you don't. Yeah, but
It's still
yeah, but
just
Pedro is not
it's just a
required reading
microcosm
to
of
watch
the
the
entire
movie.
manga.
I
It's
know.
not required
It's just a
reading to
small
watch the
part.
And
movie.
Yeah.
that movie works fine on its own. You don't need
Right,
to
it's
read.
self-explanatory.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, you got to watch it a couple times, but it's self-explanatory.
they're pretty different entities if we're honest about it. The manga is a much bigger story than the movie is, and they're both like fine as separate entities. I mean,
Mm-hmm. So I agree. I agree.
I don't have much to say about movies this year. There's nothing really, I can say, oh, that was amazing.
Oh, I've
Well,
got
I don't know
just
about amazing,
not,
but I
not to,
really enjoyed that. That Night Teeth was fun,
Yeah,
and you know
I like 19th. Yeah,
that was fun, and so was um, that other vampire movie that was brand new. Um,
There was another vampire movie you liked. I can't remember what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
so
I enjoyed the 19th Zeus. Definitely,
yeah, like
that was a good call.
Into the Dark or something like that.
Zero. What were you gonna say?
something just came. I was gonna recommend something, but
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's stomach can actually take this movie. But if you ever get the time, look up the movie Titan or Titan. It's Titane. It's the most insane fucking movie of the year,
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Okay.
and it is absolutely stomach churning. Like
Is it worse than Martyrs?
I haven't seen anything more gruesome than this movie all year. Like
I think the most gut wrenching film I ever watched. Period. Usually, like, has to be a Serbian film. That was brutal.
Oh, I'm never watching that. I'm not even.
Yeah, that's not recommended watching at all.
that's a movie you don't watch, you experience it. Quite
Yeah,
frankly.
that was I was like, whoa.
Like you'll watch it once and be like, that was good enough for my lifetime.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. That's it.
I think it's not really a movie, but Beatles Get Back, that 3-part documentary, that's probably the thing I enjoyed the most that came out this year in terms of TV movies, but I would be into that.
I haven't watched a lot of TV this year. Most of it's just Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, basically.
Oh, Zero, yes, I'm glad you're here. How'd you like the 5-part Armageddon?
Best thing Flash has done in like many seasons, quite frankly. That was the best stretch of episodes Flash has done
In a while, right?
in a while.
I like the way they brought back Dawn.
Oh yeah, and then I found it stupid in the story that they're like, we're not gonna let him die. We're just gonna take away his speed.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that, kill him.
Even though in the show, Barry has lost his speed and gotten it back. So how is he gonna make sure Don doesn't get his speed back? Like,
Yeah, he's going to be locked up in Argus. Yeah, he was there before, wasn't he?
in the future, he got locked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
and he still manipulated his way out. So
right, exactly. So I'm like, why? That was my only gripe with it. I was like, you got to kill Thawne.
They have to kill him because this version of him can exist. Because the show has to end with Matt's version of the Reverse Flash coming back.
Right.
So this version has to die sooner.
Yeah, because they can't do Godspeed anymore, right? Because he's done. That's it.
Well, they changed the timeline, so
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
I thought I was waiting for them to go comic book route and Barry snaps his neck, but maybe they're saving that. So.
Now there's a new CW show coming out. It's supposed to be about the Batman family.
Oh, Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights, yeah. Batman's dead. And
Batman's dead, and now the children of the villains are going to be the heroes or something like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and like Nightwing and Damian Wayne and a whole bunch of other idiots supposed to be in it. Yeah.
I don't know about Nightwing. Nightwing is in Titans, and he's being done.
I like Titans. I thought Titans was good.
Oh yeah, the last 2 seasons been really good.
Yeah.
But Doom Patrol.
You like Young Justice? You watch Young Justice?
Doom Patrol is my goddamn show, though.
I got to get back into it, man.
Cliff Steele.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Young Justice. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, Zeus, is it Young Justice pretty good?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought. I mean, the thing is that, a lot of it was just based on, that Teen Titans run that I love so much. It started in like 2003, and
it's based on that Perez run.
No.
Yeah, the beginning is based on the Perez run.
I mean, they brought back a lot of stuff in the 2000s, but I mean, because it had the Superboy and and Tim Drake, and because Perez run there's no Tim Drake, there's no Superboy.
No. It's more of a.
There's no Cassandra.
It's more the Raven storyline.
Yeah, I mean, it was the Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and then Nightwing and.
Yeah, but I think Young Justice is a good show. I love how they retcon how they did Atlantis. Atlantis was a thriving country until Clarion and fucking Vandal Savage, dismissed them into the sea. That was also how they did that. So it's pretty cool.
Speaking of Green Lantern on Stargirl, I actually like that portrayal.
I got to get back to watching Stargirl. I've only seen the first season.
I think the girl's name was Jade. I think was her name. I can't remember.
Oh, the Green Lantern, Jade. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually think they portrayed her powers well. So I'm like, that was pretty cool. The only one I don't watch is Batwoman. I'm like, fuck that show.
I tried, man. I tried to watch it. I tried. It just didn't work.
Because what the current thing is, what the old villains are possessing new people.
Something like that.
So you have like a new Joker, a new Mad Hatter, a new person.
Yeah. No, it sucks. No. I want the original Mrs. Zero, not a carbon copy.
Oh, damn. We're going to get into the actual science of teleportation now. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, right.
If you ever read like what teleportation would actually have to happen for teleportation, you'd be like, oh, this is a nightmare. You have to kill things over and over and just send a copy of it somewhere. Like, no, that's okay.
Teleportation is basically just you breaking apart and then coming back together. So
No, it's not actually though. If you read into it, like if you read like some science journalist stuff, you're like, oh, this is actually you destroy the thing and you send a copy of it reassembled.
Like,
yeah, you
like how
So-
they portrayed, almost like how they portrayed Wrath in X-Men Origins.
I don't know.
You remember the X-Men Origins movie?
I didn't see it, so
All right, and you have Ray, who's a
you talking
teleporter.
about the Wolverine movie?
Yeah, it sucked. But
Fuck that piece of shit.
Yeah, but did you see how Ray teleported?
We
He
should
broke
get
down. His body
demonetized
completely
just
broke
for talking
down.
about this piece of shit.
His body basically broke down to muscles, bone and everything, and then the whole thing had to be put back together again every time he teleported.
This channel is gonna get demonetized because we just offended everyone by talking about that movie.
no, this Zero.
There's no monetization.
Yeah, this channel is not monetized, so
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that part.
Yeah,
Hey,
but that movie sucked. Yeah.
We don't have a ton of time left, but y'all want to talk about comics a little? I just want
Yeah, man.
I want to do a quick shout out right now to, they're not in the chat room or anything, but there's an account on Twitter. Zeus told us about this account actually, and it's at DNETS, like DEANETTS, and it's a Dean Robert Willits. And this guy, he will post like comic book covers, splash pages, panels, end pages, various things. And it's just a fantastic Twitter account. I encourage everyone to follow it because he posts all kind of cool things from all over the place. And it's just cool. So I just want to throw that out before y'all.
No, absolutely. Nice.
So
all right, so you guys want to talk about some comics? Go ahead, man. Go.
Y'all go.
Well, I mean, it's like we were talking about, George Perez, Marv Wolfman, George Perez in an off way. Zero, what's some of your favorite George Perez work?
Off the top of my head, I would need a refresher. I don't know off the top of my head right now. So someone else take it while I get a refresher.
Well, is this most famous one? Has to be. Well, I don't know about famous, but the most one that like all of us here like is this one with the Titans. I mean, because
that is what I usually think of first when it comes to George Perez as a Titan.
Yeah, I mean that stuff was great.
But it's either that or the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah, but wasn't that mostly Starlin?
What's that?
Yeah, Jim Starlin. Yeah.
Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet was mostly Starlin, wasn't it? It was all like Jim Starlin, and I know Jim Starlin, George Perez, and somebody else
George Perez
too.
was the illustrator on that on that book.
Okay. And then you had Jim Starlin was doing a lot of he was doing a lot of the Captain Marvel stuff at that time too.
And his Wonder Woman run.
Right, yeah. Well, yep. Did we talk about that Wonder Woman run last time we were talking about George Perez?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're just, he's just so good. I mean, you just look at his panels and it's like, he dumps so much work into it. And, I think that, I don't know if, who his best inker would be. A lot of people, have people who, do, that they're kind of, really known for being a great inker for certain people. And I believe Giordano did most of Perez's stuff, and it's probably because the man was so efficient, able to keep up with it.
His Crisis on Infinite Earths probably might be the most famous. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
I think
20?
Titans is really, but
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, you know who doesn't get a lot of props these days? And, because I thought they put out some pretty good stuff. I mean, because, like, especially I mean, like, especially in his run in the Incredible Hulk was John Romita Jr. I thought John Romita Jr. had a great run with the Hulk.
do you mean
You know?
Sabasema?
Yeah, Saba Sima, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep saying John Romita Jr. Ugh.
He might have had a later run on it. I don't remember. There's a
I
lot
could
of
have
stuff.
sworn he did a run on the Hulk. I could have sworn,
He
but
might
yeah,
have,
but
might have. There was a
yeah,
lot of stuff I wasn't reading at the time.
yeah, but Saba Sima had a nice run with the Hulk. Absolutely right.
Yeah, he had a ton. I mean, that was his baby, I'm sure.
Yeah, Hulk was Basima, and then you have Bob Layton with the fucking Iron Man. He killed it with Iron Man.
Yeah, he's still doing Iron Man stuff. That's crazy, you know.
Mm. How old is Bob Layton? Like what, 112?
I don't think he's really that old. I think he started earlier.
Yeah.
So.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. I thought Carmen Infantino had some runs.
I like Perez's
Oh,
pencil
yeah.
on Black Widow.
I don't think I read that.
Called The Coldest War.
Hmm. Who was the guy who? Actually, who was the guy the first one on the Ultimates?
On the first run,
Yeah, on the first run.
I don't remember.
I forgot his name. Shit. I thought that was some good work. I forgot his name. But it was the first one of the Ultimates.
Oh, the writer or the artist?
Artist.
Brian Hitch.
Brian Hitch. There you go.
Hitch, yeah.
I thought that was some good stuff.
Yeah, that was good. And then like it was like the third one. I think the Ultimates 3 probably had everybody's favorite art, but it was just a vacuous story. Joe Mad.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, you got the
pretty.
Ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, it was like there was a lot of hype, and then
you got the
people
2015 team.
People were just buying it for the art. I mean, I remember because I was in that Silver Bullet comic book store so much back then.
The original team was Fury, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Wasp, and Giant Man.
Mm.
That's basically just the Avengers, though.
Pretty much. Well, let's see what the MCU does, because I heard the new Avengers movie is going to be, it's going to be, what is it? It's going to be the new Captain America, Sam Wilson. It's supposed to be Bucky Barnes. They're talking about Shuri.
I don't think it's about Shuri anymore.
Yeah. Now it's not. Well, they can always recast, but yeah.
Who?
Feige pretty much couldn't. Well, he hasn't come out and said it, but basically, the next big event is going to be Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Oh wow! How are they going to
gonna
pull
be
that
what?
off?
I don't know. It's supposed to be Secret Wars.
Holy shit! Well, they're
Yeah,
gonna have to.
I don't know how they're gonna do that.
Because I mean, how are you gonna do that? I mean, they haven't even brought in Fantastic Four and
Or introduce the Beyonder yet.
Yeah,
well, but
how
I mean,
they introduce the Beyonder is going to be interesting to me. Because he is so above everybody else in power. Like, At least,
Well, that you have to bring in the Watcher, wouldn't
in
you?
the MCU.
That's because the Beyonder is based on Jim Shooter. That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
The editor in chief of Marvel from the 80s and 90s.
I don't know how they're gonna do that.
But Secret Invasion should be good. I'm looking forward to that on Disney Plus.
Yeah, everybody's a Skrull.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's a Skrull.
I hadn't heard of this. What is it? Is it a show or?
Everybody's a Skrull.
Yeah.
It's going to be
like-
a Disney. It's going to be a Disney Plus series.
Every superhero ever in Marvel Universe turns out to be a Skrull.
In the comics, it was the fallout from Civil War, I believe.
Yeah, it was after Civil War.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how long I have to wait, but the one movie I'm looking forward to the MCU is Blade.
Yeah, hopefully
That's what I really want to see.
I want to see if they're going to tie Moon Knight into Blade in any way. Since
Oscar Isaac playing fucking Moon Knight, I think it's brilliant casting. You know, so
because they want to do a Midnight Suns movie, so I think eventually. So,
well, you know, they have Blade's voice in Eternals, so
yeah, they say he's gonna team up with Dane Whitman. So,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Black Knight.
Oh, what did everyone think of Eternals? Well, everyone that saw it. So
I still haven't seen it.
I saw it. I'll say, in my opinion, super speed has never been depicted better in a movie or TV.
Really?
Yeah.
That was my favorite depiction of super speed ever.
Really?
In what?
In any movie or TV medium. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying what are you referencing?
Oh,
Eternals
movie.
Eternals.
I want to see that.
It should be hitting Disney Plus soon.
I've been going to see a movie since the pandemic.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. What, January 16th, I believe they said.
Zero, did you see this in the theaters or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't go to the theaters anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been in a movie.
I only go for like specific movies, not like as often as I used to.
Right, but see, I live in Texas. It's a bit Wild West here when it comes to talking about VD. And
let's not get into that territory.
Yeah, let's not talk about STDs and VDs, but
wear your mask.
But speaking of comics, I'll just say if you guys haven't delved into it, the current Hickman's X-Men run, definitely give that a read. Really good, the best.
Where should we start from, Zero?
Yeah,
where issue should we start? Yeah.
Well, House and Powers of X is where it starts.
Okay.
What number is that?
Well, hold on a second.
House of Towers of X.
It's basically two. You got House of X and Powers of X.
Okay.
And they're both done by Hickman. So
now is this during Xavier's run? As all powerful now, or no?
Yeah, it's when the mutants basically leave humanity behind and they go to Krakoa, their own mutant sanctuary, and separate themselves from humanity, basically.
And this is where Xavier is constantly connected to Cerebro, right?
Yeah, he basically just walks around with a giant Cerebro helmet. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he basically starts there, and then he goes into Ten of Swords. Then he goes into the current X-Men Inferno, which will then go into Destiny of X. And then it'll go into all of the new books coming. So.
Okay. That's awesome. Because I've been trying to figure out. I'm so lost when it comes to X-Men now. Like I have no clue as to where to pick it up.
Just start with House and Powers of X, and then you can go from there. So.
Okay, cool.
And again, it's the best X-Men run in recent memory. So.
All right.
So are you telling us lower our expectations?
Maybe for certain books, but for the most part, it's been a really good run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if I would have lowered my expectations, I would have never got Zero's mom.
Like.
Damn.
Well, you can't get. Well, as Luger says, you can't get any lower on expectations than James giving you a blowjob. So.
Okay.
Mrs. C.
Hero. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, Zero, man. We appreciate it, brother, man. Good stuff.
Thanks for helping us celebrate and end the year.
Yeah, man. Have a happy New Year, brother.
And I'll be back at the same time next year to save your show again.
Well, you know what? I know you'll be back because I got your mom here, so you got to come back and get her. You know.
Damn.
And then I gotta put your mom back in the book.
There's a time limit. Those damn Canadians.
Because
damn Canadians have a time limit.
We're trying to run a gangbang with the baboons.
We will try to have you on soon.
I gotta roll your on. I have to roll your mom in flour and go for the West spot later on. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Y'all have done that joke a few times before.
Yeah.
I get your mom some rolling papers and feed her to Xbox. Like,
hey, Zero.
What?
You got anything? You have anything to plug? Any projects or things online you want to?
I have anything to plug. You mean James's mom?
No, my God. But no, you got anything to promote?
She takes more than 2 prongs. More than 2 prongs. That was a letdown. Brutal.
See, even James knows his mom was a letdown.
Damn it.
Confirmation, validation.
2 prongs ain't cutting it, buddy.
Just like he has his mom's labia in the mason.
I know. Hey. I know. You're not on Twitter, right? You're not on Twitter.
Fuck that place.
Where can we find you on social media? Anywhere or no?
You know where I am, but and James's mom knows where I am too.
Damn.
Hello.
Okay. Zeus and James, either of you have anything?
Hey, we're going to end the year. We burned this motherfucker down. So let's fucking go.
I do like the attitude, Zero. I got to give you an E for effort, just like I give your mom every Tuesday.
Listen. I give your mom an F, but Luger gives you an A for anal, right?
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm ready.
He came with crib notes.
According to his words,
crib notes. Mom jokes for dummies.
According to Luger, you clench well. So A for effort on that one.
It's the last show of 2021, Pedro. What the hell?
Pedro, just put links in the description.
Yeah. That's good, Zeus.
The show is dead.
That's it. Done deal. Woo! The only thing I'm plugging, I actually, I'm done with cardiac rehab until the next year. So until January 2022. So hopefully I'll be able to get back in the swing. I do have to keep the baboon heart going. I have to go to the AEW show and make noise. And I'm still trying to go to that New Japan show in Tampa. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Pedro's like, let's just end the show now.
Pedro's like, this is ridiculous.
I can't hear anything. I keep going out, so I can't hear anything. Hey, everyone, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care and adieu.
Dave's mom got a penis. Bye.